Life is definitely full of surprises, but it's how you deal with those that makes you the person you are. Having an ostomy, it's part of me, but the way I look at it, it's never gonna keep me down. I've done things that most normal people haven't ever even dreamed of.
I don't climb mountains, because they're there or because I'm somewhat crazy. And I don't expect anybody else to just take on climbing mountains because they've overcome Crohn's as well or are now living with an ostomy. I just want people to live their lives, and really climbing is what I'm doing. I'm just living my life.
I don't know the exact number of surgeries that I had before I was 1 year old, but they really didn't expect me to walk. They didn't expect me to live a normal life. Doctors gave me about 2% chance to live to 1. Being a kid wasn't being a kid. I was a shell of the kid I really was. Couldn't go outside, I couldn't do the things I wanted to do, I couldn't run and joke and have fun. My family went through a lot.
Why me? I hated what I was going through. I don't think there was a day that went by that I wasn't ready to die or didn't want to, because I didn't know how people were going to take me. How was it going to be with relationships or forming new friendships and having to explain to somebody?
You come from a small town where everybody knows you and everybody knows your business. It's pretty rough. Kids were cruel. They made fun. It's not been an easy road.
It's just, I think the nature of the illness is you're alone. And it's very hard to overcome that feeling. With any illness, it's important to recognize it and understand it. We really shouldn't let it define us. The trick to overcoming is just extending that hand and realizing that there's people out there to grab it. The realization that you're not alone is huge.
After I had my ostomy surgery, you couldn't keep me inside. I fish, hunt, out on the farm with my dad. Start seeing a kid who was a complete recluse start to blossom and start to come out of his shell.
I've been climbing since I was in my teens, and I just thought I'd love to do Everest and show the world that, even though I'm living with this illness and living with an ostomy, I could challenge myself, and hopefully that would challenge other people.
My folks told me, now you can do anything that you want to do in life. And they asked me, what do you want to do? I said, well, Mom, Dad, I want a rodeo. Ever since I could have my first pair of boots to wear, I wanted to be a cowboy. By 10, I was riding steers.
I meet so many people that have been through so much, yet for some reason go, wow, you're climbing mountains, that's amazing. And I just get the ability to say, you know what, I take you with me, because what I think you're doing is amazing. I thought, one mountain just isn't enough. So I started looking around and just thought the 7 summits, I can really take this to the world. I'm very fortunate to have the ability to travel and share my story and hear other patients' stories, which is just incredible. There's many people doing incredible things, and it's amazing to see.
Through the Great Comebacks program, I can offer something back, and that's why I'm pursuing my career in education. I'm a part of a team that's really educating others on what it's like to have an ostomy and how to overcome those struggles.
It wasn't necessarily about the mountain, it was more, as it's always been, about the cause. It's been about reaching out to other ostomates around the world, giving them hope and letting them realize that it's really about having quality of life. Even though you're dealing with the illness, that you shouldn't let it define you, and you can achieve whatever goals you want to.
Follow your dreams. Be the person you want to be. Live it the way you want it to be. You're in charge.
There's Rob Hill approaching the south summit of Mount Everest. 8,750 meters. Pretty much the roof of the world.